Welcome everyone, this is Mr. Storm, and I'm a little bit afraid for you. I'm going to be honest. This is a big week. It's a big assignment, big week. I think you can do it. But in order to help you out just a little bit, I want to make sure that we review concepts that you're going to need for this assignment, because I really want to make sure all of you do very well. This is a big assignment. It's worth a lot of points. I want to make sure that you've shown you can master these concepts in Microsoft Word, right? This is a mastery week. So if you don't do well on this assignment, it's going to be very hard to pass this class. So let's review some concepts, shall we? All right. Well, again, this is the backstage view. This is where you do most of the backstage work, like opening new documents, recovering other documents that you were working on, so on and so forth. I'm going to open a blank document. Let's go through the tabs up here one more time really quickly. If I go to File, obviously the Backstage menu opens up again. It's a little bit modified, so I can go in and change things, like I can save it, I can make a new document, I can look at the info on my document, and I can change things like the title, the tags, I can add comments, all kinds of stuff. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Here in my Home tab is where I can make changes to specific text items. I can format the text. I can change paragraph settings like line spacing and alignment. Over here I can set styles for my text, which is pretty helpful. In Insert, I can insert pictures and pages or icons and charts and all of that stuff. Really cool menus here. And if you haven't touched hit all of these buttons just to see what they do, shame on you. By now you should have tried every little stupid thing that you can get your hands on in Microsoft Word. Design is really helpful, especially for hint, hint, the assignment that's coming up this week. Wink, wink, hint, wink, wink, hint. Specifically for things like watermarks. That's something we haven't gone over yet, so I'm going to really quickly touch on it. A watermark is a thing that allows you to... so here's the best way to explain it. A watermark is words or pictures or something on the page that's so subdued that it doesn't interfere with everything else. Usually you'll see watermarks on things like a check, or on an important document, you'll see a watermark behind it, like these examples, like confidential or do not copy, stuff like that. Watermarks are something you're not going to mess around with too much, but in this assignment, I'm asking you to create a watermark. And you're actually going to create a custom watermark in this assignment. So that'll be fun, la-di-da. All right. We can change page color, page borders, which you're going to have to do in this assignment as well. Stuff like that. So the design tab is pretty easy to figure out. Layout. So layout, we did a lot of this a couple weeks ago. We talked all about the margins and orientation and size and columns and yada, 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 all that stuff. References is one we haven't gotten into yet. We will talk about references a ton in the next term. So there's a little bit of a preview as what we're going to talk about, because we're going to be writing research papers next semester. Now, I know about 30% of you watching this video right now just threw your computer out the window because you hate writing research papers. I promise you, I will teach you a very less pain. I don't want to say pain-free, because there's some pain. It's a research paper. But a form of writing research papers that makes it just a little bit easier. So, and we're going to do that using Microsoft Word. So we'll get into that next semester. Mailings we're not going to worry about, because we're not going to actually mail these documents to anybody. So don't worry about that. Review, this is something else we're going to dig into really deeply in the next term. So look forward to that. View we talked about a little bit, but there's not much in here you need to worry about. All right, so that's it for the ribbon. Let's take a look at some of the skills you're really going to need to review in order to do well on this assignment. First of all, let's talk about orientation again, right? We had one little assignment where we change the orientation of a page, but just to cover it one more time, we have orientation here, we have portrait and landscape. Portrait is up and down, landscape it's wider than it is tall. So that's something you want to make sure you understand. Size, change the page size. Margins, again, this is something that we've done a little bit with, but just remember you can create custom margins down here. Okay, you can set your own margins to be as big as you want or as small as you want. What else? Inserting pictures. That's huge. We want to make sure we know how to insert pictures. If you don't already know how to insert pictures and change the wrap settings on pictures, then you need to go back and review that information so that you are well aware of how to do it for this assignment this week. Let's see. What else? Adding pictures, changing margins, adding borders to the page. I mean, honestly, a lot of the stuff that you're going to do in this assignment are things that we've done 4, 5, 6 times now. Changing the center or changing the alignment of text, inserting picture, borders, watermark, all that stuff. The watermark, again, we haven't done that too much. The border, we haven't done that too much. But, I just showed you how to do it. You will be good on this assignment. You will be totally fine, I promise. This assignment is going to wrap up everything that you've learned so far, right? You're going to go from a blank document to creating something that looks, kind of like, that looks something like this, from nothing all the way to this. So this is going to encapsulate everything that we've done so far. So I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to give you more time to review. Remember, all those resources I gave you, those online resources, go through those, do all the challenges. If you didn't do a challenge as well as you think you should have, go back and review. If you're kind of forgetting how to do things like, oh man, I kind of forgot how to align pictures and text together, and what is that text wrapping thing he was talking about? Go back and review these concepts. This assignment is huge, and I want to make sure that you definitely get the points that you deserve on this assignment. So again, I'm going to shut up. I'm going to let you review, and I'm going to let you start working on this assignment. Please let me know if you have any questions. I am always here to help. Thanks for paying attention, and I'll see you next week.